As Tyson Fury, tampering with glove accusations, grows faster than the coronavirus, word to my man Deontay, more and more fighters are coming out speaking on this subject, requesting ESPN and Max Kellerman to touch on this important matter instead of living in denial, ignoring all the hard evidence that keep popping up every single day, letting Tyson Fury get away with attempted murder in front of our own eyes, even though he left the evidence at the scene of the crime. So just like the coronavirus, you could choose to ignore it, but for how long can you contain it? And at the end of the day, pressure busts pipes, and the pressure is growing by the day, growing at a fast pace, which by this point, the average person and even the casuals already informed on the accusations. So old media and ESPN, Max Kellerman are gonna have to address it due to these hard accusations backed up by facts and evidence, outgrowing the fight itself and Tyson Fury TKO and Deontay Wilder in the rematch, as it should, because that's what led up to the TKO, is the fact that Tyson Fury gloves have been tampered with. So the latest addition to fighters co-signing Tyson Fury tampered gloves, from George Groves to Charles Martin, and now the one and only Errol Spence, the Truth Jr. And if your nickname is the Truth, then when you hear the truth, of course you're gonna co-sign it. It only makes sense. So, of course, Errol Spence is co-signing Akhi and everything that I have been preaching for the past week or so. So, Errol Spence came out retweeting Marshall's tweet at Errol Spence, at Max Kellerman, at ESPN, in order to bring awareness and not let Tyson Fury possibly get away with attempted murder, putting a black eye on the sport as a whole. And Errol Spence was questioning Tyson Fury hand wrap sticking out of the left glove, which is one of the main points I brought up in my first video of Tyson Fury glove accusations. With that being said, we're still waiting to hear from the Nevada State Commission. We yet still to hear from ESPN and Max Kellerman. And since old media all of a sudden forgot to do their job, new media is paving the way for all these media outlets to speak the truth and touch on this important matter more so than they did on the costume excuse. Y'all have to keep in mind, Tyson Fury tampered with glove accusations is a gateway to so many lawsuits from all the fans that betted on Deontay Wilder. They could sue Tyson Fury for cheating because they lost money because Tyson Fury cheated. So with that being said, it opened the gateway for all these lawsuits, etc., etc., etc. So old media is trying to cover up for Tyson Fury, and since Tyson Fury has the complexion for the protection, you already know that hope insurance come in handy. And just to put icing on the cake, money talks at the end of the day. There's too much money to be made in a trilogy fight, and I know Deontay Wilder wants to finish the movie he started, and this time he want to get a crack at Tyson Fury on an even playing field. Since the first two times, the first two go-rounds, Tyson Fury put his fist where the palm of his hand should be. So this time, Deontay Wilder, since he has the eraser to erase what took on in history, he want to get a crack at Tyson Fury instead of Tyson Fury possibly being suspended, ruining his money and the chance of revenge. And just like the legend Tupac said, revenge is like the sweetest thing next to getting mushy. What's understood don't have to be explained. I can't curse because, of course, we have kids watching. With that being said, I have a couple questions for all the decafs, aka dumb casual ass fans, and old media. And of course, I already asked these questions to Professor Nims, where he chose to ignore them. So I chewed up and chewed out Professor Nims like some M&Ms. He had me feeling like Eminem on Split Decision is a boxing debate / talk show. So check out episode 25 and hashtag RIP Professor Nims, because he clearly didn't have the answers. So if y'all have the answers to proving Tyson Fury innocence, be my guest. Answer these questions. These questions are basically what Errol Spence is questioning when it comes to Tyson Fury tampered gloves. And by answering these questions, y'all could prove Tyson Fury innocence. However, on the flip side to that, if y'all don't have the answers, then apparently Tyson Fury is guilty. So y'all could choose to live in denial and act like y'all have black eyes and can't see the truth. But when you have Errol Spence, the truth, a pound for pound fighter, co-signing and seeing exactly what I'm seeing, then apparently y'all choose to be ignorant by living in denial. Because unlike Stevie Wonder, we don't have to wonder. God blessed us with our vision. And we could clearly see for ourselves Tyson Fury cheating tactics throughout the fights between him and Deontay Wilder. We don't have to get co-signed by old media. We could clearly see for ourselves. With that being said, before I touch on the new hard evidence and what Errol Spence had to say and the accusations and all of the above, subscribe below if you're trying to get smarter by the minute. If you're trying to get dumb about a second, don't, and listen to these decafs, aka dumb casual ass fans / old media. Shout out to DBN for being the entrepreneur of new media that I'm a part of, where we started Tyson Fury tampered glove investigation since the Nevada Commission wouldn't do their job on time. So we're going to help them do their job for themselves. With that being said, if you're a casual fan and you want to be a hardcore, all you have to do is attend the Akhi University every Sunday live on Split Decision as a boxing debate / talk show, where Professor Nim is my student in my Akhi University, even though he a professor. So RIP to Professor Nim as I put him in a Louis bag and buried him alive on episode 25 on live. So if I do that to my own broski, my own Akhi, then picture what I'm gonna do to y'all decals. So let's go ahead and dive into the business at hand. Now the questions that we all want the answer to, which are the $1 million questions. We're going to start off with what Errol Spence retweeted, and that's the hand wrap sticking out of the left glove, but not the right glove. The second question, which is the latest addition, and shout out to young Pharaoh for pointing this out. And for the people that say, oh, young Pharaoh don't even watch boxing, so he not credible. Are y'all kidding me? So y'all let someone that don't even watch boxing pick up on Tyson Fury cheating tactics and show y'all the evidence and the proof, and instead of y'all being able to see it, y'all want to live in denial instead? So answer this: how you explain the blood on the hand wrap of Tyson Fury left hand, where the fists are? I'm not talking about where the palm of his hand is. I'm talking about where his fists are. I remember asking Professor Nim on live, and he got stuck in the mud. He had nothing to say. He had no answers whatsoever. So how you explain the blood on the hand wrap of the left hand, but not the right hand? Unless he was hitting Deontay Wilder with his bare knuckle, and since Deontay Wilder was bleeding, you already know the blood went to the fist and the hand wrap. So how you explain the blood on the hand wrap? That's the $1 million question right there. And the only logical answer that you could come up with cosigns the accusations, which is Tyson Fury put his fist where the palm of his hand is. That's the only answer that make logical sense, because you're not gonna tell me that the blood that was on the glove went through the glove to the hand wrap on the left hand, but not on the right hand. You see how silly that sound? Y'all see how silly y'all sound? That's why Professor Nim was speechless during the episode. And yes, that was live. So you can't edit that out. With that being said, how you explain the blood on the hand wrap as y'all see in the picture above? The third question, how you explain Tyson Fury throwing a hook, not a jab? I'm going to say it again. Throwing a hook, not a jab, which I'm going to demonstrate in the few upcoming days. I'm going to upload a video where I'm doing it. Throwing a hook and you can see the glove rotating in 90 degrees. And then when Tyson Fury lands, he don't put his fist together. He actually slaps with it, which cosigns the accusations as well. The glove shouldn't be turning 90 degrees. That's first of all. Your hand is broke if that's the case. Your wrist is all over the place. And you land it by slapping sideways? Oh, you definitely broke your wrist. However, the only logical way that makes sense is that Tyson Fury actually punched Deontay Wilder with his bare knuckle inside the glove. So he wasn't slapping, he was actually punching Deontay Wilder with straight bare knuckle. And we all know if Deontay Wilder did the same thing, he could have possibly caught a body and killed Tyson Fury. So if the roles are reversed, Deontay Wilder will possibly be doing 25 to life as we speak, because he on the coincidental list. But because Tyson Fury got the complexion for the protection and his hope insurance kicked in, he be A-OK. However, what's not A-OK is robbing us fans from seeing a fair fight when we betting on the fight. So how you explain Tyson Fury throwing a hook and the glove rotating in a 90 degree while Tyson Fury slaps with a punch when he lands, hurting Deontay Wilder in the process? Keep in mind he did that in the first and second fight throughout the fight on more than one occasion. And even those are actually two accusations, which is Tyson Fury slapping with his hook and the glove rotating in 90 degrees. We're going to count it as one, since none of these fans have the answers. So moving on to the next accusation, which is, as y'all see in the picture above, how you explain Tyson Fury fingers sticking out of the glove, where you could clearly see Tyson Fury fist located where the palm of his hand should be, and you could see his thumb sticking out of the glove. How you explain that? The only possible way is the obvious reason what we could clearly see with our own vision is actually true. So quit being in denial and face the truth. I'm pretty sure if a person has the coronavirus and he goes to the doctor and the doctor tells him, you want me to lie to you or tell you the truth? I could lie to you and make you feel good, or tell you the truth and hurt your feelings. I'm pretty sure 1000% that every person will rather hear the truth. You will rather hear the truth and hear the fact that you could possibly pass away in a month or two than hear a lie about living forever. And truth hurt at the end of the day. But that's why we all here, right? Y'all listening to me because just like Errol Spence's nickname, I speak the truth. So y'all rather hear the truth that y'all don't like, that hurt y'all feelings, instead of hearing and lying to yourselves that Tyson Fury is innocent, like he never cheated before, like he never took PEDs, aka steroids, and got suspended for 2 years. And this is not his first time being at a controversy table. In the past, Mark McDonald, a referee, busted Tyson Fury slipping, thinking he could get away with putting his fist where the palm of his hand is, and his hands wasn't where it was supposed to be. You can see the referee in the picture above shaking his head when he didn't find Tyson Fury's thumb in the glove, and stopped the fight in order to get Tyson Fury cornered to fix the glove. With that being said, this is not Tyson Fury's first time, so only a fool to get fooled again. So if you choose to be a fool, that's on you. Tyson Fury is going to treat you like the fool you are. However, new media, unlike old media, we could clearly see what Tyson Fury is doing, and this is not his first time, so it ain't a surprise to me. However, what is a surprise is how perfectly he got at it. And a cheater always finds a way to cheat. With that being said, moving on to the next accusation, you could clearly see above Tyson Fury jabbing with his fist open, hurting Deontay Wilder, backing up Deontay Wilder with his fist open. Some people want to make an excuse saying, oh, he's setting up the right hand. No, he's not. He's pushing Deontay Wilder's face with his palm, hurting Deontay Wilder with the jab, with his fist open, and not following up with the right hand. He was throwing a single jab or a hook, hurting Deontay Wilder, backing him up, which doesn't make any sense. Because on another picture, you could see Tyson Fury aiming at the sky, past Deontay Wilder's forehead. So the only explanation to that, he was actually hitting him with his fist, but because his hands is not in the glove, the upper portion of the glove, since it's empty, since it's like an empty bag, every time Tyson Fury is landing a jab, the upper portion is sticking out, dangling in the sky like it's an empty bag. That's why it looked like Tyson Fury is aiming at the sky past Deontay Wilder's forehead. But he's really hitting him with his fist, and the upper portion is sticking up. That's why when Deontay Wilder was getting hit with a jab, it was like getting hit with a power punch, because he was getting hit with straight knuckle. So how you explain that? On more than one occasion throughout the fight. And another question mark and another accusation is the laces on the glove. As y'all see in the picture above, it's clear to see that the left glove is looser than the right glove. On more than one occasion, when he went into the ring, when he raised his hand after the fight, I mean, even when the referee was trying to grab his hand, Tyson Fury pulled it away. So with that being said, that's another accusation which we're going to get into. However, the first one is, like I said, the laces in the glove. It's being looser than the right glove. That's another question mark. Co-signing the fact that Tyson Fury glove have been tampered with. And last but not least, y'all could clearly see above Tyson Fury pulling his hand away when the referee was trying to grab his glove in order to touch gloves with Deontay Wilder. However, strangely, Tyson Fury pulled his hand away like he wanted no confrontation, even though he had no problem pumping fist, but he don't want the referee to bust him before he could get a chance to cheat. So with that being said, that behavior right there is very strange. And even when Tyson Fury got dropped in the 12th round, I kid you not, waking up from a short coma, he got up and he's so clever with it. He did not give the referee any chance at all to rub his gloves. And he cleverly put his hands on the referee's shoulders. And you could clearly see the left hand is placed farther than the right hand. Man, this man is a genius for him to be able to think that fast during that moment, not to get busted cheating during the fight. I gotta give him props for that. So with that being said, explain to me and answer every single questions and every accusations backed up with proof. If not, if you're speechless like Professor Nam and you want to bring your opinion to the table while I'm bringing facts, then case closed, because I'm bringing facts to the table supported by hard evidence. On the other hand, you're bringing your opinion to the table, and just like they say, everybody got an opinion. That's why opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one. Some opinions are bigger than most, but facts trump all of that. Y'all bringing y'all 2 cents to the table. However, Akhi is bringing dollars to the table. So instead of thinking emotionally, y'all have to think logically and explain to me and answer the questions that I put on the table. If y'all don't have the answers, then apparently Tyson Fury is guilty. And there's plenty signs of that. And I'm not talking about his history, the fact that he got busted in the past doing the same thing. And of course, getting busted for steroids. I'm not even talking about all of that. I'm talking about his behavior of late. He knocked out Tom Schwartz. He acted like he beat Godzilla. Called out Anthony Joshua, talk all that ish. But he beat and defeated Deontay Wilder by TKO, and he have nothing to say? Like he lost the match? Only doing one interview with a family show? And keep in mind, both the family show and Tyson Fury Instagram are blocked from the comment section. They limited the comment section to the people they follow. So Tyson Fury, if he's so innocent, why he don't prove his innocence by requesting Nevada State Commission to show the camera angle where he put on the glove, etc., instead of hiding from the truth, instead of being a no-show and blocking the comment section on his Instagram like he's guilty of the crime. The only time people customize their Instagram is when they're dealing with domestic abuse, or when Conor McGregor, for example, hit a 40-year-old man. That's when you see a fighter actually limiting the comment section on his Instagram, blocking the comment section, because he's actually guilty. There's hard evidence and proof against him. However, Tyson Fury, if he's so innocent, then how come he's acting like he's being blackmailed, and instead of going out to the public, putting respect on his name, clearing up the situation, he chooses to ignore it and hide from the public instead of even celebrating his win? So with that being said, Tyson Fury talked about the costume excuse, but he didn't want to touch on the glove controversy. And I know 1000% he knows what time it is when it comes to that. So Errol Spence co-signs the wave, and you already know, if your nickname is the truth, then when you hear the truth, it only makes sense for you to co-sign it. So with that being said, Errol Spence co-signs everything I have been preaching over the past week or so in new media, and requesting old media, Max Kellerman and ESPN, to touch on this important subject where a fighter's life was on the line. And unlike any other sport, you're not playing with one ball, like basketball, football, you name it. In the sport of boxing, you need two cojones. You need two balls in order to hop in the ring. So just like when Maidana was trying to get away with using tampered glove against Floyd Mayweather, just like when Margarito actually got away with using hand wraps that was illegal and loaded against Cotto and chopped him up, just like he tried to do the same thing against Sugar Shane Mosley, and it was actually Sugar Shane Mosley trainer that busted Margarito, not the commission. There's holes in the system. That's what that means. And just like I told Professor Nim, you know what else that means? Tyson Fury took advantage of the holes in the system. With that being said, subscribe below if you're trying to get smarter by the minute. If you're trying to get dumber by the second, don't. And listen to these decafs/old media. Of course, shout out to DBN for starting the new media wave that I'm a part of. And if you're a casual fan and you want to be a hardcore, all you have to do is attend the Akhi University every Sunday on Split Decision. It's a boxing debate/talk show. To be part of Akhi University, so you could one day graduate and be a hardcore, all you have to do is attend the Akhi University for free, no tuition. All you have to do is click on the notification bell to get notified every time we post or go live on Split Decision. Follow my man Lunatune Boxing for the funniest boxing memes. That's my bro Ski. Follow him on IG and keep it a G. Follow me too at Akhi TV. Cop the Akhi merch if you want to be dripped up like the Akhi be on Split Decision. And you already know Akhi is 25-0. All y'all decafs that I bodied on the show, y'all not on my record because y'all have to be credible in order to be on my record. All these W's come from knocking out my own broski, Professor Nims, where we talked about on this subject as well, and I knocked him out yet again because, of course, I'm bringing facts to the table. However, Professor Nim, a real-life professor, failed to do his research this time, and I had to show him on more than one occasion. I had to show him the proofs, and he's still in denial. So with that being said, one person for sure saw what I'm seeing, and that's Errol the Truth Spence Jr. nicknamed The Truth, saw what I'm seeing. So shout out to The Truth, Errol Spence, one of my favorite fighters. Great minds think alike. However, unfortunately, Professor Nims didn't do his homework, and since he's a real-life professor, he knows this better than I do, just like I told him on Split Decision. If you don't do your homework, guess what? When you go to the university the next day, you get a 0. So, Akhi did his homework, Akhi did his research, and came with facts. Professor Nim chose to come with his opinion. And guess what that brings? A capital L. So, to be honest, I should be 26-0 because this last victory was equivalent of 2 victories. With that being said, we're going to talk about it and touch on it on the next episode of Split Decision briefly, because this last episode was all dedicated to this topic in particular. With that being said, to be continued on the next episode of Akhi TV. Peace, and we out here.